Well, first alert action day, just as Mike promised, and it is coming down here in downtown Denver right now.
Yes, got very lively. What's the latest, Mike?
I tell you what, we have a strong thunderstorm right on top of the Denver area, but it's kind of good news. In about the last 10 minutes, that storm has weakened a little bit, and the warning has been lifted for the downtown area. It's producing a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, but the hail has. So this is what you can expect looking into the evening hours outside. That's right outside of our studios at the moment. You see the very heavy rain pounding down on downtown Denver. So watch out. I mean, it's the time of day that people are out maybe coming home from work or out running some errands, and that's going to be some slick driving conditions for sure. I have a couple other different vantage points so we can show you from some of our cameras. I'll let the control room just punch through them a little bit. I'm seeing them on the preview monitor now. So that's looking from Lookout Mountain down into the Denver area. That white streak that you saw there, that's hail. That is hail, folks. When you see that on the edge of a storm cloud, that whitish color, you are seeing the reflection off of the hailstones. Let's take a look at that evening forecast, the weather computer, and this is the way things are shaping up. We're going to have a for the next couple of hours, and then things will start to get a little bit quieter after around 9 p.m. But these things are pretty mean out there. That's the view currently from our camera that's at City Park, Civic Center Park, looking at the downtown area with the Capitol. We did hit 80. But now it's really cooled off in the wake of that storm, dropping into the 60s. Winds are out of the northeast at 21 miles per hour, and you can see the rain against the camera lens from that particular vantage point. That's our camera at City Park. Rain is just moving into that area. There'll be some hail with this as well, but again, as I mentioned earlier, it has weakened just slightly, which is a blessing as it's pushed through the Denver area. That's what the storms look like looking from Alt down toward the south. And this is a different storm. This is the one that's really the meanest of the lot that passed earlier down through Castle Rock and is now producing very severe weather down in El Paso County. So notice the storm here as it came through the White Ranch open space, looked really mean, and then it's just weakened a little bit. So we will not see as much damaging weather as it looked like we were going to right at the top of the hour. I think most folks are pretty okay with that because they've got a very different story down in Colorado Springs. A tornado warning just to the east of Colorado Springs, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect on top of Colorado Springs. That's the cell that earlier moved through Castle Rock, and it was my concern that we'd see a similar development with that cell that came into Denver, but fortunately it's weakened just a little bit. And there's not a lot of activity for Greeley or Fort Collins, but there is a severe thunderstorm just to the north of Grover. And I mentioned earlier severe weather in the mountains. We had a severe thunderstorm warning in Eagle County that just expired about 5 minutes ago. Scattered storms all the way up towards Steamboat Springs. So there's still enough energy coming off of the mountains and across the plains. We have a chance for these severe storms for the next several hours. The watch continues on the eastern plains till 9 o'clock. Later tonight, conditions should quiet down. Nighttime lows 55, Greeley, Denver, Fort Collins, 60 down at Springfield and out west at Grand Junction. And our morning temperatures will be upper 40s to low 50s with mostly clear skies by early morning in the mountains. Partly cloudy on the plains, mid to upper 50s expected. And a quiet start to your Saturday. Will it stay that way? It won't be as noisy as today. There's still a little weather front crossing the state, and there will be some severe storms way out on the eastern plains and Nebraska and Kansas, but just widely scattered storms elsewhere across the state. And a hotter day, back up to 90, Greeley and Fort Collins, low 90s northeast plains, upper 80s in the Denver area, and mid to upper 90s over southeast Colorado. 70s and 60s in the mountains tomorrow with about a 30% chance of afternoon storms. Scattered storms not as severe expected for Denver and the eastern plains. Tonight, strong storms early on, clearing later, 55 for a low. Tomorrow, expect a high of 88 with a few storms developing in the afternoon, but not as active as today. And then we'll crank the heat back up. Temperatures climbing back up to the low 90s Sunday and Monday. It'll stay around 90 by the time we get to Tuesday. A few scattered storms return Wednesday and again next Friday. This storm coming across Denver right now is going to bring some folks a pretty good soaking, and we'll hope we keep that hail size down a little bit. That would certainly make most people very, very happy. Back to you.